She told us her stories about being in the caves during the war. A lot of the people in the caves committed suicide, but a lot of people listened to them and didn't commit suicide too. So,
Did you have some close interactions, connections with our grandparents?
on my mother's side, only my grandfather was still alive. He lived with us until I was in high school.
Did you hear interesting story about Okinawa from him?
Not really, except Okinawan music. He would play me Okinawan music all the time, sanshin and dance, and he loved to drink aomori and stuff, and so he would sing. So I enjoyed the any family dinners we had. It was always very fun, but they never talked about Okinawa itself.
So what brought you to Okinawa this time?
This time I'm here for the Cinema at Sea, an Okinawa Pan Pacific Film Festival. I was very lucky to have a short film that I worked on with Sho Yamagushiku Kantoku-san, and because it's about Okinawa, they accepted the film into the festival, and 本当に幸せだった。Yeah, it's a dream come true for me to have a joy in Okinawa because Okinawa は UYAFAAFUJI のふるさと and because my roots are here, to have something I helped to create be shown here was very moving. Yeah.
What do you want to kind of achieve as a president?
Well, I'm very proud that the Okinawa Kenjin-kai, as I mentioned before, we have a very nice center. We have a building in Gardena where we can host various activities. I'm very proud that because we have a lot of very capable young people, that we're able to have a lot of younger members who have joined us, who will keep the Kenjin-kai very alive and very strong, and to help and also mixed cultures, mixed identities, and they bring in their very strong, their strengths to the Kenjin-kai too. So it has helped us to grow and reach out to more people, and I'm mainly looking to make sure that the Kenjin-kai will continue to get strong and be around for a long time.
It's really cool and beautiful that to see Okinawans living in different places and trying to live their life, to preserve their Okinawa identity in many places in the world. So what do you want to achieve through your activities?
I think connecting people to their roots is the biggest goal, because if there's no place for like Okinawa bunka and community, it's more difficult to find your roots and meet and to feel like part of a community. So I put over 100% of my energy into Kenjin-kai, and for the creative projects like that too, I want to focus on like Ryukyu no koto, Ryukyu no identity, because again, when you see something or hear something that you can connect to because it's your roots, like you see yourself as a Ryukyu person on the screen, or hear about 他のうちなんちの経験、文化を増えるため or spread the culture のために本当に強い道具と思います。そのため一生懸命頑張っています。Yeah.
And you also come frequently to Okinawa for the Uchinanchu festival?
No, actually, last year was the first Uchinanchu Taikai that I came to. I came to Okinawa before about 30 years ago with my mother, but it was not for the Taikai. It was just to visit Shinseki family and everything. And I was very lucky too, because my auntie who came with us, she shared her stories during the war, because she was in she was a junior high school student during the war, and she told us her stories about being in the caves during the war. And she was also Kibe. She was born in Hawaii but went to school in Okinawa. So she and her mother both knew English, and both told the other people in the caves that Americans are not monsters and they will not eat you or anything. And so a lot of the people in the caves committed suicide, but a lot of people listened to them and didn't commit suicide too. So I was very lucky to hear my auntie tell her story because she never said anything before we came to Okinawa.
Oh, right.
And she never talked about it afterwards either.
So that means it's your third time in Okinawa today?
That's right. Yes.
Oh, nice. How do you find Okinawa?
I'm very happy that I came this time because last year when I came for the Taikai, it was with a lot of the leaders of the Kenjikai. And so we spent a lot of time aisatsu going to Governor Tamaki and the government and the Kempi and various organizations. So it was more, I spent a lot of times in meetings and having to go to various functions. This time when we came, because it was more for my son, for the Cinema at Sea festival. So it feels like very free, and I was able to visit my cousin in Tamagusku, where my father is from, and we spent all day with him, visited the family Ohaka, and which I've never been there before, and the various areas of Tamagusku, which I wasn't able to visit before. So I'm very happy, and I feel very fulfilled that I came this time.
I think it could be a bit controversial, but you kind of separating or dividing the words Okinawa and Ryukyu, right? How do you define those two different words?
I'm not academic, I'm not a scholar or expert or anything, but just through learning from sensei tachi and reading, like Okinawa was a name that was forced onto Ryukyu because of colonization and such. So also Okinawa, Uchina wa Uchina jima, 他の島々もありますね。そう、沖縄は本当にfull representation じゃない。宮古島と八重山島のいろいろな石垣と与那国とか、いろいろな島々、いろいろな言語、文化、歴史があるから、琉球か琉球なんとかそれはもっとrepresentative decolonization の考え方も琉球で本当のこの名前いつも琉球で言うからでもyeah I feel it's just very important to recognize Ryukyu for its history and then also the colonization and a lot of different factors that it's more nuanced than I think because I'm very happy with the work that you're doing because SNS で若者とconnect できるから and you're talking to many different people and it's very important to spread knowledge and spread projects なんとか in different ways so もちろん本がいい映画がいいイベントもいいでも SNS は本当とっても強い道具もそう and you're so young まだ so young and your identity は本当に強い I'm very impressed and very happy to see the work that you're doing so I'm very grateful for your work so please continue
Is there any message for the viewers?
For everybody in Okinawa, I'm very proud to be a part of the family, the Okinawa family, Uchinanchu family. Although I don't live in Okinawa, but although it is getting more modern and everything, I still feel the Uchinanchu spirit here from everybody that I talk to and every place we go to. So I'm very proud that although there's been a lot of modernization, you still kept the Uchinanchu spirit.
Thank you very much for your time today.
Hi, arigato. Thank you. Hi.
A message for the viewers.
I hope that ルーチュにいるたちと世界中のルーツがある皆さんはつながる、それも大事と思います。Because I feel like when people here, when they leave the islands, and they could see the islands from Toe kara mite, I think bigger appreciation for your culture and your history and your family and identity になると思います。そしてまた世界から沖縄に来る時もその同じappreciation と pride と identity は本当に強くになる。そこのこの interaction and opportunity、もちろん沖縄県庁はthere's many opportunities for diaspora、世界中のルーツに住んでいる若者も世界にto pay the funding と scholarship はそれも必要と思います。いや帰るときに本当にアイデンティティは強くになると思います。いやこのインタラクションは本当に大事と思いますね。はい、
ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
The intention of having it using an educational institution.
琉球の文化面白いですか？
とっても面白いです。
Do you think tourists are going to come here if the ocean dies?
And heritage artists